How many marketing tools are you paying for right now that you haven't opened in, be honest, 3 weeks? 4? Because I counted mine last month, and the number was embarrassing. Like, tell nobody at dinner embarrassing. 7. 7 different tools, all doing. Parts of my marketing, none of them doing. All of it. And I was spending, and this part physically hurt to calculate, over $300 a month. Every month, automatically. While I slept. Like tiny little subscription vampires draining my bank account in the dark. So today I'm going to review a tool called TheGro.AI that, and I genuinely did not expect to say this, kinda made me question everything I've been doing for the last 2 years. I'll walk you through what it does, what it doesn't do, what surprised me, what annoyed me, and whether it's actually worth your money. I put the link in the description if you want to check it out while I talk, but don't click anything yet. Because there's something about this tool that I almost missed completely, and if I hadn't found it, this would be a very different review. Okay, so let me just vent for a second, because I think you need to hear this and I definitely need to say it. The modern marketing tool ecosystem, that's a fancy way of saying all the apps we use, is broken, and it's broken on purpose. Think about what it takes to market a small business in 2026. You need a content writer, or an AI that writes. So there's Jasper, $69 a month for the plan that's actually useful. You need a scheduler, Buffer, Hootsuite, Later, another $20 to $100 depending on how many accounts. You need email marketing, ConvertKit, Mailchimp, ActiveCampaign, $29 to $99. You need a CRM to track your leads. HubSpot's free tier is, free-ish until you need anything real. Then it's $45 to $800. And you need follow-up automation, and analytics, and maybe a landing page builder, and you see the problem, right? It's not that these tools are bad. Some of them are genuinely great. HubSpot is incredible. If you're a company with 50 employees and a marketing director named Chad who drinks oat milk lattes and says, let's circle back on that. But if you're just you, one person, trying to run a business and do the marketing and not lose your mind, these tools weren't built for you. They were built for Chad. And here's the worst part. And honestly, this is the part that made me angry once I realized it. All these tools do pieces of the same job, but they don't talk to each other. Your content tool doesn't know what your email tool is doing. Your email tool doesn't know which leads are hot in your CRM. Your CRM doesn't know what content is performing. So you, the human, the one-person show, become the glue. You become the integration layer. You're the API. And you're not getting paid for it. That's the trap. That's the subscription trap. You keep adding tools hoping the next one will be the one that fixes everything. And it never is. It just adds another tab, another login, another $29.99. So when I heard about TheGro.AI, and specifically that it was trying to be the only marketing tool you need, I was skeptical. Very skeptical, because I've heard that promise before. It usually means we do 10 things, and all of them are mediocre. But I tried it anyway, and yeah, I need to tell you what happened. All right, so first impression. The website is clean. Not clean like they hired a designer. Clean like someone actually thought about what I need to see first. Which, shouldn't be noteworthy. But after using tools where the homepage looks like a cockpit, I appreciated it. The setup process asks you 4 things: what your business does, who you serve, what makes you different, and what your goals are. I typed in my stuff, took maybe 7 minutes, and I was not being eloquent. I literally wrote, and I'm reading this from my screen. I run a small content agency. My clients are local businesses who don't know how to market themselves online. I'm good at SEO and content strategy. I'm bad at posting consistently and following up with leads. That's what I gave it. That's what I gave the AI, just me being honest about my mess. And what it did with that information. Okay, hold on, let me just show you. So it built me a content calendar. And I know, you're thinking, oh great, another AI content calendar full of generic garbage like share a motivational quote Monday and tell your story Tuesday. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But look at this. Day 1. Why most local businesses waste money on Google ads they don't understand. Day 4. 3 things to check on your website right now that might be costing you customers. Day 9. The follow-up email most service businesses forget to send. These aren't generic. These are specific to my business. The AI took my messy 7-minute setup and figured out what my audience actually needs to hear. My old marketing agency took 2 weeks to deliver a content strategy. And it was, I'm sorry, Lisa, if you're watching this, it was not as good as what this AI did in 30 seconds. So I clicked on one of the topics, the Google Ads one, and hit Generate Post. Waited maybe 4 seconds? 5? I was about to take a sip of coffee and done. And here's where I need you to really pay attention, because this is the make or break moment for any AI writing tool. Does the output actually sound like a human being? Or does it sound like it was written by a very polite alien who learned English from LinkedIn? Listen to this hook. You're probably running Google Ads right now, and you're probably losing money. Here's how I know. That's actually good. That's a hook I would write. Maybe better than I would write. Definitely better than what I'd write at 6 a.m. The body tells a short story, makes a point, ends with a clear call to action. It's tight, it's punchy, it's not trying to be everything. And the thing is, I could edit this. I could make it more me. Add a joke, change a word. But the bones are solid. The strategy is there. The thinking is done. I just need to season it. Like marketing seasoning. That's my job now. I'm the salt. Now I'll be honest, content is one thing, but email sequences? That's where I expected the Grow to completely fall on its face. Because writing a good email sequence is hard. There's psychology involved, timing, tone shifts. You need to build trust before you pitch. Most humans can't do it well. Most AIs definitely can't. 90 seconds, 5 complete emails, subject lines, body copy, calls to action. Email 1. Introduce yourself, set expectations, give a quick win. Email 2. Share a relevant story that builds credibility. Email 3. Address the biggest objection your audience has. Email 4. Soft pitch with social proof. Email 5 and direct offer with gentle urgency. That's a professional sequence. That's genuinely something I would have paid a copywriter $400 to $500 to write. And it happened while I was still sitting here. I need to tell you about the thing I almost missed. The thing I mentioned at the beginning. But first, let me show you one more feature, because it connects to it. Okay, this is the thing. The Grow has a built-in follow-up system that, and I really did almost skip past it because it's not the flashiest feature, automatically follows up with your leads based on what they do. Someone opens your email but doesn't reply? It sends a different follow-up than if they didn't open it at all. Someone clicks a link in your post? It tags them as interested and starts a specific conversation. Someone goes completely dark? It nudges them 3 days later with a gentle check-in. I almost missed this. I almost treated the Grow like just another content tool and never looked at the follow-up engine. And if I hadn't, I wouldn't have closed 3 extra clients last month. 3. From leads that would have fallen through the cracks. Leads I would have written in my notes app as Dave, maybe interested, and then forgotten about. This feature alone, just this one thing, paid for the entire tool, not theoretically, actually, with real money from real clients. Okay, so you've seen what it does, but what does it actually feel like to use every day? Because I've owned tools that looked amazing in the demo and then collected dust faster than that Peloton in your guest room. Here's my actual morning now. I open the Grow. I see what's scheduled for today. I read through the posts and emails, takes maybe 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes I change a headline, sometimes I swap a word, sometimes I leave it exactly as is because honestly, it's fine, it's better than fine. Then I check my leads. I see who engaged yesterday. I see who the AI is following up with today. If someone looks really interested, like actively replying interested, I jump in personally. Otherwise, the system handles it. Total daily time investment, 20 to 30 minutes. That's my entire marketing operation. Compare that to before. I was spending 3 to 4 hours a day on marketing tasks, spread across 7 different tools, none of them aware of what the others were doing. And I was still dropping balls, still forgetting to follow up, still posting inconsistently. The learning curve is, and I'm being honest, basically flat. If you can use Google Docs and Instagram, you can use this. The interface is intuitive in a way that doesn't feel designed by committee. It feels designed by someone who's actually run a small business and knows that you don't have time to learn a complicated tool because the whole point is to save time. As for support, they're responsive. I emailed them a question about the follow-up sequences, like a real technical question, and got a helpful reply in under 4 hours. Not a chatbot, not a "we'll escalate this." An actual answer. And the roadmap? They're actively developing. Which means the tool you get today isn't the final version. It gets better over time. New features, improvements, and you're already in. All right, let's do this properly. Because I refuse to be one of those reviewers who just hypes everything and then drops an affiliate link like, "Go buy it now before it's gone," with 17 exclamation points. If I'm going to tell you to spend your money, I owe you the full picture. Pro number 1, consolidation that actually works. This isn't a tool that does 12 things badly. It does the 5 most important marketing tasks: content creation, scheduling, email marketing, lead follow-up, and analytics. And it does them well. Not enterprise-level chat approved, but genuinely well for a solopreneur or small team. Pro number 2, the AI understands context. I've used ChatGPT for marketing. I've used Jasper. I've used Claude. They're all good at generating text. They're all bad at understanding my business. The Grow takes what you tell it during setup and weaves it into everything. The content isn't generic, it's specific to you, your audience, your voice, your industry. Pro number 3, the follow-up automation. I keep saying this because it's genuinely the most valuable part, and it's the part most people will overlook. Most marketing tools stop at create content and post it. The Grow goes further. It follows up with the people who engage. It turns attention into conversations, and conversations into clients. Pro number 4, the time math. Before, 3 to 4 hours day, x 5 days equals 15 to 20 hours week on marketing. After 30 min day, x 5 days equals 2.5 hours week on marketing. Time saved, 17 hours per week. 12 to 17 hours a week, back in your life, to serve clients, to grow your business, to do literally anything other than stare at a social media scheduler wondering what to post. Or to watch TV, I'm not going to judge. I've used some of those saved hours on television, and I'm not ashamed. Con number 1. It's not an enterprise CRM. If you need Salesforce-level pipeline management with custom fields, deal stages, team permissions, and integration with 47 other platforms, this isn't that. The Grow is built for the 1 to 10 person business, the freelancer, the consultant, the small agency. If you're managing a sales team of 20, you need a different tool. Con number 2. Some sections feel early stage. There are a few areas, mainly in the analytics and reporting, where I thought this could show me more. The data is there, but the visualization could be sharper. Little things. Nothing that breaks the experience, but things that make you go, this is clearly still being developed. And honestly, that's expected. Every software is a work in progress. The question is whether the core experience works. And it does. Con number 3, you cannot be completely hands-off. This is important, and I want to be really clear about it. The Grow does maybe 85% of the marketing work, maybe 90% on a good day, but that remaining 10 to 15%, that's you. Reviewing content, adding your personality, making judgment calls about which leads to pursue personally, bringing the human element. If you want a tool where you press one button and never think about marketing again, that tool doesn't exist. And if someone is selling it to you, they're lying. The best AI tools don't replace you. They replace the boring parts of you. The scheduling you, the first draft you, the follow-up you who forgets, the real you, the one who knows your clients and has opinions and tells stories. That part still matters. Let me be blunt about who should not buy this. If you're a mid-size or large company with a dedicated marketing team, skip it. Your team needs enterprise tools with enterprise integrations. The Grow isn't trying to compete with HubSpot Enterprise or Marketo, different weight class. If you fundamentally don't believe in marketing and think my work should speak for itself, this tool can't fix a mindset problem. Marketing is a necessary part of business. The Grow makes it painless, but it can't make it unnecessary. And if you're the kind of person who buys tools and never logs in, and you know who you are because you still have that Peloton guilt, be honest with yourself first. This tool works if you give it 20 minutes a day. If you can't commit to that, save your money. All right, final verdict. I spent 2 years paying for 7 different marketing tools that added up to over $300 a month. That's $3,600 a year. In 2 years, over $7,000. On tools I used inconsistently, that didn't talk to each other, and that left me feeling like I was always behind. The Gro.AI isn't perfect. I told you the cons. There are rough edges. There are features I wish were more developed. There are things I can do in HubSpot or Jasper that I can't do here. But for the first time in 2 years, I actually feel in control of my marketing. I'm not scrambling. I'm not forgetting to follow up. I'm not staring at a blank Canva template at 10 p.m. wondering what to post tomorrow. I wake up. I spend 30 minutes. And it's handled. And the follow-up engine, that thing I almost missed, has directly brought in more clients than my entire previous tool stack combined. So here's my honest take on who should get this. If you're a freelancer doing your own marketing and you're exhausted, this is worth every penny. If you're a coach, consultant, or creator who knows they need to post and email more but can't find the time, this solves that. If you're a small business owner paying for 3, 4, 5 different tools that all kind of do the same thing, this replaces most of them. If you've ever lost a client because you forgot to follow up, this makes sure that never happens again. The Gro.AI is priced, and I'm honestly surprised by this, way lower than what most individual tools charge per month. Go check the current price because I don't know how long it'll stay there. The link is right below this video in the description. Grab it through my link if this review helped you. It helps support the channel, and honestly, it helps me keep doing these reviews without turning into one of those people who screams, "Smash that like button" every 30 seconds. This one's legit. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't. And if you're on the fence, go look at it. Read the reviews, watch the demo, and then ask yourself one question. How much is it costing you to keep doing marketing the hard way? Because I can tell you from experience, the answer is a lot more than you think.